I just think that you go through a lot of work to, first of all, you're finding a qualified list, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there's effort in that no matter what.
yep.
Maybe you just buy it or whatever, or you're gathering it, and qualified. We want to make sure at least 4 buy sides past 6 months from an agent and more. That's the minimum. That's not what you're looking for. That's just like the bottom of what you're
That's
looking.
right.
You're looking
Yeah,
for more than that,
sure.
obviously. So you're getting your list together, you're making your calls to schedule appointments, and there's work in that, right? There's
Yeah.
effort, there's energy, there's time invested, overcoming objections and getting hung up on and leaving voicemails, and you're doing all this work to get a meeting. Okay. Then you have the meeting. All right.
Yes.
And then there's work too, right? So there you're trying to stay focused, trying to frog family, recreation, occupation goals. You're trying to not, step into what products do you got, that kind of a thing. You're just trying to get to know somebody. And so and that takes practice and that takes work and that, there's a lot that goes into that. And so then you get through all of that, which is no small journey. Okay. It's
Right.
not.
Right.
There's a lot of effort that gets put into this for you, right? So you go through all of that. You're finally at the point where you're in what I call the red zone. Okay, now we're in the red zone. Now we've made it here. We're just trying to get into the end zone now. Okay,
I
we're
got it.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
The end zone is obviously I get a qualified referral, right, from a qualified agent, a nice referral. Somebody, this is a past client, this is a friend of a
Right.
friend, this is a not some Zillow lead that happened to answer their phone for me and probably isn't going to answer for you, but a nice referral. That's getting into the end zone. We get that nice referral, right? And we can actually get them pre-approved and close the deal. That's getting into the end zone. But the journey from post meeting
Yeah.
to nice referral, right? Now we say hey, at least 12 weeks, right? At least a
Right. Right.
12
Yeah.
week follow up once a week on a Monday. And so we're making calls every single Monday. And now some of those calls are going to get answered, some of those are going to get voicemailed, right? But when we finally get the answered call, right? Are we asking for the gosh darn business?
Man. Man.
And that's what winds up happening is I think a lot of originators, they're
Wow.
just scared to ask for the business or feel weird about it. And all you have to do
Mm.
is before you hang up, the way you say goodbye to the realtor is, right?
Yeah.
Hey, well, like on a Monday call, you're the realtor, Steve. I'm the guy. I go, hey, Steve, how's it going, man? How's the
Yeah.
weekend? Go ahead,
Yeah. That
answer.
was great, man. It was got a good weekend. Let me see. We had the kids at, oh yeah, yeah. We went and looked at Christmas lights and we saw Santa. So I mean it was great,
Cool,
man. Had a
man.
good
That's
it
awesome.
was a lot of fun, man. Holidays are magical.
Yeah, we kind of did the same thing as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, cool,
Yeah.
man. Well, I was just checking in, see how things are going. Just
Yeah.
glad you had a good weekend. I was just checking also, just see, you got anybody you're working with this week I might be able to help you with?
Yeah, it's a little light this weekend, but you
Hmm.
know what? I'll keep you in mind. I've got some conversations later today, and if they're not already working with somebody, then I'll hit you up. Make
Oh,
sure we
cool,
get them
man. So great.
pre-approved.
So
Yeah,
I can count on you for the next one.
absolutely, guaranteed, man. Let's
Awesome,
do
man.
it.
Thanks so much. Have a great week, man. We'll catch up with you later. See you. Right. I mean, that's what we're doing. And that little phrase, can I count on you?
Yeah,
Can I count on you for the next one? I guess what I'm trying to say is, can I count on you? 5 words, right?
yeah,
That's what all the work that you put in
mm,
was built up for. Okay.
yeah,
You did
yeah,
all of that labor, got the list, made the calls, got rejected, went through
yes,
everything to set the appointment. They missed the appointment. You got them back on an appointment. You finally met with them, no matter what it was. You had a great conversation, went through all that work. Now you're in the follow up. Right, you're in the red zone. You're trying to get over the goal line, right? But you will not say, "Can I count on you for the next one?" Why did you put in all the work?
Hey,
Why?
what do you
What
think
was
that
the
is,
point
Frank?
of that? You know?
You know what some of it is, and I'd love to hear your opinion.
Yeah,
But Frank, they know who I am and they know what I am.
true. They know who you are. They know
Like they
who
know
you
I'm a
are
loan
and what you
officer, right?
are.
They
But you
know
know
that
what?
I do mortgages. Like what?
But you
Isn't
didn't
that,
ask. You
isn't that
didn't
enough?
ask. Yeah,
No.
no, it's not enough. Here's the thing. I'll tell you this, and I'm not just going to say realtors, say anybody, people in general
Yeah.
are more than happy to go into a friend zone. More than happy to, right? Oh, you're a nice person. But if you're really not asking
Yeah.
me, hey, can we get
Yeah.
serious and do some business together?
Right.
Um, heck, I might even feel like wow, does he want to do business with me?
Right.
Are we just becoming friends here? Are we,
Yeah.
does he want to do business with me? There's that kind of a thing. And I'll tell you this
Hey, hold
too.
on, hold on. I
Yeah.
got two stories for you
You
about
go.
that. Carl and I, we were talking about this. There was a guy who was trying to get Carl's business. This is in the last 2 years, maybe three. And he had a ancillary company that would help us in the coaching company and do some really cool things. And he called Carl and said, "Hey, I want to, I'll on my own dime, I want to fly up. I want to come meet with you." Frank, the guy flew in, spent half a day with Carl around his fire pit, which we've all done, right? And Carl said he did not ask for the business. He ended up leaving. Great conversation, great relationship. Didn't ask for the business. Went back home, and Carl was like, "That was weird."
What
He
was
came
that
and spent,
about?
yeah, and so Carl knew what he did, knew who he was, but he was not going to give him anything he didn't ask for. And the guy never asked for the business, and Carl didn't do business with him. And I just but here's that listen, me too. I know I've done it where
Sure.
it's
Me
like, but
too.
they know who I am, they know what I do. Like, surely if they got business, they'll just send it to me. It reminds me of Jared Manley. Carl White and I are doing it's really version two of the boot camp, and the alliance is now combined. And Jared Manley went through the boot camp alliance, or alliance now is what we're calling it. And Frank, I'll never forget, first call, he said, "The only thing I want to do is learn how to ask for the business."
Mm,
And I said, "All right." And this really helped us all, because I think a takeaway for everybody who's listening today would be, starting right now, every talk to you have, just mark, did you ask for the business? Measure how many calls did you have, talk tos, and how many times did you ask for the business? Because every call should have a call to action.
sure.
So Jared started, and in 8 weeks, listen to this, he was like in the 40, 50 percentile. And then by the end of it, he was over 95% of his calls
Asking
had
for
a
the
direct.
business.
Yeah, every week I just say, "Hey, where are we at? Are you asking for the business?" It went from like 50 to 60 to 70 to 80 to like 96%. The last week of the boot camp, he put, I think it was seven, but let's just say it was five loans, and it's been a couple of months, but I want to say it was seven. Maybe worst case, he put five loans in his pipeline, like locked loans in the
Yeah.
pipeline in
Yeah.
1 week,
Yeah.
from learning how to ask for the
Ask for the
business.
business.
And he said, "You know what the deal was I was having all of these conversations, and I was assuming." And he said, "But what I realized was the power is in the direct ask for the business."
Hey there, if you're loving the tips so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and then click on the bell as well so you never miss out on more cool free tips coming your way. And also, would love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think or what you want to see next.
Hey, Frank, you know what I think part of it is too? Our past experiences frame future expectation.
Hmm.
And if you hear yourself saying, "Well, I don't want to be salesy, I don't want to be pushy, and man, I don't want to make the conversation weird," let me reframe something for you. Because see, look, when you have a limiting belief, and that's what that is a limiting belief creates limitations. And a limiting belief is solely based on how you look at a fact. So a fact is neither positive or negative. Now, there is a positive side to a fact and a negative side to a fact. The fact is, guess what? Salespeople sell.
Hmm.
We're
Right.
salespeople. That's
Right.
it. That's
That's what we
that's the
do.
fact. It has no feeling. It has no up or down, positive or
Right.
negative, happy or sad. If you look at it and say, "Well, man, salespeople are salesy, salespeople are pushy, salespeople are jerks," you're taking a neutral fact and putting a negative spin based on
Right.
a previous expectation. But if we flip it and say, "Listen, man, great salespeople learn how to ask for the business." And here's the other thing: when I ask for the business every time, you know what I'm teaching you, Frank? Dude, if he does that on every call I have with him, I know he's going to do that on every call he
Right.
has with one of our prospects.
Right.
So instead of being salesy or pushy, what we're really doing is showing them, "You can count on me." hey, this is what salespeople do. Yeah, I'm going to be consistent in every time I'm on a phone call to ask for the business, which means together we're going to make more money.
More money together.
Yeah.
Right.
And so what you're doing is it's like you can look at it positive or look at it negative, but the reality is salespeople sell, and we can do it in a cool way. It doesn't have to be weird. It doesn't have to be pushy, but it
Yeah.
does have to be intentional. It does have to be consistent. And if you want to make more money, simply have more ask for the business. We say it like this all the time: more offers equals more no's equals more money. And
Right.
that's just the way it is. You're going to
Yeah.
make offers, they're going to say no, but you're going to make more money because
You're
when we
making more
ask for
offers.
the business, we simply
Mm.
get more business.
Here's the other thing that is that the huge benefit to not being shy or intimidated or feeling weird about, just saying, "Hey, can I count on you for the next one?" The
Yeah.
really great thing about it is when you do say that to a
Yeah.
referral partner, they know you mean business,
Oh, for
right?
sure.
They 100% know, okay, this guy really means business
Yeah.
here.
He's the real deal. Yeah.
Now, here's the other thing though. If that realtor partner they may go into the friend zone with you, have the meeting with you, do all that stuff, and truly, honest to God, never in their heart of hearts is ever going to give you a deal.
Yeah.
They may go through that, and the reason might be because they got a cousin who's a loan officer. They didn't tell you
Right.
about him or her, right? And that person there's no way they're going to
Right.
to do that to that person. So what may happen is when you actually on that first follow-up call, that second follow-up, when you're saying, "Hey, can I count on you for the next one?" That may that will trigger that realtor partner who knows for a fact they're never going to send you a deal to say, "Hey, man," right? Because you're asking for can I count on
Oh
you?
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not going to say yes if they truly in their heart know for a fact it's a no. And at that point, they'll say, "I got to be honest with you. I got this going on
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's just never going to happen, dude." Well, thank you. I mean, that saved me another 11 weeks of wasting
Oh
my time.
yeah. Thank
You
you.
know what I
Thank
mean?
you for helping me not waste time. I'm
Right.
I'm
And
I'm
I
down.
I
Yeah.
would appreciate that
Yeah.
answer. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So just keep in mind that when we get to that point, we've done all that work.
Yeah.
We're on in the red zone. We're having those follow-up calls. If we say, "Can I count on you?" Chances are that's going to lead to you getting the deal and getting in the
Oh,
end
I
zone,
love it.
right?
Yeah.
Chances
Yeah.
are more than likely that's going to happen. But in the event that they say, "Wow, you're asking me if you can count on me. I don't think you can count on me." Great. You saved yourself 11 weeks of follow. You saved
Hmm.
yourself time. At
Hmm.
least it came out, right? At
Yeah.
least it came
Yeah.
out in the open. You know where you stand with the person, and it's okay. You know why, Steve? Because there's a whole lot more where that came
That's
from.
it. Man, there's thousands of them and one of you. You
That's
know what
right.
you just said? It makes me think of we can assume or we can ask for commitment.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the assumption is where a lot of frustration happens because it was like, I thought we had a great call. I thought
Yeah.
they liked me. It seemed like it was going really well.
Yeah.
But when you ask somebody for commitment, what's fantastic about it is it's a divider.
Yeah.
And
It
and
is.
but what we have to realize is too, they're not rejecting you. No today may not be no tomorrow. It's just right now.
Right.
And that's where when we can separate the emotion of it's not rejection, they're just saying no. And
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. And that's where it gets really exciting because the anticipation that is created from the activity is look, the more I'm asking for commitment, the faster I get to the yeses
Mm.
that are real yeses, not
Right.
just assumptions.
Right.
And so it's like, man, I just want to get there faster. That's it. How do I shorten the timeline, see bigger results with
Yeah.
people I already know, like, and trust that I want to do business
and
with?
and
So
and make more effective use of my time, right? I've only got so much time. I've
that's
only got
yeah,
so
that's
many
what it's
people
all
I
about.
can call. I just want to make sure the ones I'm calling and talking to are ones that are
Yeah,
viably,
that's right.
people that can viably give me a result.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it. So,
Hey,
anyways,
so the purpose of this podcast is to encourage you to ask for the business.
correct.
Track how many conversations you have, and we call it talk tos, and we challenge everybody. How many talk tos did you have today? How many talk tos do you have this week?
Mm,
And then out of those talk tos, we have a whole separate section in our call stars tracker that is how many times did I ask for the business?
mm,
And so your takeaway, your next steps, your homework for this week is track the number of talk tos, track the number of asks for the business, and work on that so that if I had 85 talk tos, I had 85 ask for the
There you
business. You
go.
do that, you're going to see massive
Everything
results in your
changes.
business. Oh,
Everything
everything
changes because
changes.
it's like you said. I love what you
Absolutely.
said. It's the divider between assumption and reality, or whatever.
Oh,
How I
yeah.
don't know what
Yeah.
you said, but
Yeah.
it was great.
Commitment. Yeah. It's assumption
The
and commitment. That's right.
assumption and commitment. Yeah, it's the divider. Asking is the divider. That's what
That's right.
that's what
That's right.
separates the two, right? You'll
Mhm.
know, okay, this person is on the commitment side. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
This
That's right.
person's on the assumption side, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, well, look, man, if you guys want to talk about this or anything, and I'll just tell you this, guys, too. Steve and I run a national network of loan officers, and we coach and train literally every day.
Yeah.
We have a wonderful, wonderful crew, and we're always looking for other people who are looking for great opportunity. Man, if you've got any interest in that, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Just go
Yeah.
to frankcall.com. Frank Call. We can have a quick
Hey, let
conversation.
me let
Yeah,
me let me say this too. With
yeah.
the we run the network at Success Mortgage Partners, and it's remarkable. If you're stuck chasing conditions and doing busy work, call Frank. Talk to him
Mm-hmm.
about what we're doing with Day One Get One. We have something
Yeah.
we call Day One Get One. Get an assistant that will help you get rid of the busy work. Here's the question I've been asking a lot of people, Frank. When you get a contract, how much time are you spending in the files from contract to
Great
closing?
question.
And the challenge that I've heard, like I was talking to somebody and literally 10, 15, 20 hours a week. If
Yeah.
if you're tired of being your processor's assistant
Mm-hmm.
and you want to get some of the busy work off your plate and you want to see what it would look like to actually have somebody who helps you with the busy work so you can stay focused on the money making
Asking for the
activity.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Get with Frank.
Yeah,
Go
get with
to
me. Frank Call.
sales
Frank Call.
frankcall.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Frankcall.com.
frankcall.com.
Yeah,
He'll show
grab
you what we're
15
doing
minutes
here
with
at the
me.
network.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have a
it's
quick chat about the
remarkable.
network. But and no matter what, and you can just call me for any reason whatsoever. I don't care, right? If you want to talk about
Yeah,
this, call me. It's all good, man. You want a little more clarification, a
yeah.
little more understanding about what we're talking about? No problem. Just give me a call. Frankcall.com. Always open to it. Hey, Steve, thanks for
Yeah,
doing this
man.
today. All
Love it,
right,
brother.
man. All right, you guys have a great day. Go get them. Ask for the business. Can I count on you? The Great Divider. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye bye.
See you.